the San Francisco 49ers, will they bounce back next season? I mean, this past season they went 6-10, and a lot of controversy behind who's going to be their quarterback. A lot of people think it should not be Jimmy G. They aren't sold on him, and we have yet to see what's going to happen yet, but what do you think about the 49ers? Do you think they're going to bounce back? We know the Rams made moves. The Cardinals made moves. Are the 49ers going to be the odd man out next season, 2021, or are they going to have a bounce-back season?
No, I think they'll definitely bounce back. I think with all the injuries to their defense, their elite defense, missing key guys, I think that definitely hurt them. Jimmy G was missing time. Nick Bosa was one of their guys who was going to break out, miss time. So I think getting him back with a newly refound Fred Warner, you've seen him have a breakout year last year. He's turned into one of the best linebackers in the league. I don't think Jimmy G is as bad as what people think. I think he's a good quarterback, and then with Brandon Ayuk, that's how you pronounce his last name, his breakout rookie year, you get him, Deebo Samuels, George Kittle. It's like they have a good O-line. They get Raheem Mostert, who is missing time too. You get a team, and they have an easy schedule with them being dead last, so their schedule is going to be easy. They're going to see the Eagles, so that's a W. They're going to see the Jets. That's a W. So I think teams like that, they're going to see the Jaguars. They're going to see those teams. So getting an easy schedule, becoming healthy. Sorry, y'all ain't that good. But
that's going to be good next year.
Yeah, I know. Getting an easy schedule with them, getting healthy, I think that's going to definitely propel them. I think they have a good team regardless. So they're going to be good. I think they're going to bounce back.
He doesn't know how good Zach Wilson is. That's really what
you don't either.
Problem. Yes, I do.
You literally texted me yesterday and said, I don't have a full analysis on Zach Wilson. I'll let you know, though.
No, but I do think he's good from what I've seen so far.
You think rookie year he's going to turn you guys into something?
No, but I will say this.
Phil Simms had him ranked number 1 over Lawrence.
Okay, but you didn't have him ranked at all. You didn't know what he was.
No. But I've been high on Zach. I've talked about Zach Wilson before. I've been high on him.
I will say this. A Jets-49ers matchup will be interesting because Saleh will be game planning against this.
My only concern with Zach Wilson is durability. But outside of that, I know he could play.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see when we draft him number 2. But okay, look.
So you guys are going to draft him?
Yes, no doubt about it. Sam Darnold's going.
Don't mess up.
No doubt about it.
Don't mess up.
Wow, that's a strong take.
Don't mess up. Yeah. Don't mess up.
I'm telling you, Zach Wilson's going to get drafted.
So you're guaranteeing me right now, Zach Wilson.
I would be happy Lawrence will be 1 and Zach Wilson will be 2.
I would be happy with that.
Okay, so last season, the 49ers at one point had $80 million worth of players injured at one point. Their injuries last season consisted of Jimmy G, Richard Sherman, Solomon Thomas, Nick Bosa, D. Ford, George Kittle, Raheem Mostert, Weston Richburg, the starting center, Jaquiski Tartt, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Jimmy Ward, K'Wan Williams. I mean, basically their whole roster was freaking injured. And then you look at the 49ers free agents this season. Trent Williams, they have to re-sign him. Sherman is gone. Tartt is probably gone. Kendrick Bourne is gone.
I think they bring back Verrett.
K'Wan Williams is probably gone. Jason Verrett, I hope they bring him back. Ahkello Witherspoon, I'm on the fence about him. Emmanuel Mosley, Tevin Coleman, and Jeff Wilson. So all of their starting corners are gone. So they have to bring at least some of them back. And I think they're going to draft a corner in the draft as well. They have a high pick. They can get Patrick Surtain or Caleb Fairley. They'll probably be there. But I believe in the 49ers. I believe in their talent. And I believe in Jimmy Garoppolo.
Boom.
I know that, I don't know why, but Jimmy Garoppolo has been the most underrated quarterback this season because he has not played. I know he left a sour taste in everybody's mouth when in the playoffs they didn't let him throw much, but the running game was going. I mean, that was the game plan. They succeeded. But because he didn't play great in the playoffs, everybody forgot about what he did in the regular season. 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, almost threw for 4,000 yards, 102 quarterback rating, 69 completion percentage. He led them to 13-3, 4 game-winning drives and four fourth-quarter comebacks. Ryan Tannehill with the Titans in the playoffs did not pass much either. He was much more efficient because he had a bunch of home run plays, but nobody bashes Tannehill for it. But we're bashing Jimmy G and saying the 49ers need to move on from him. It's ridiculous. All Jimmy G does is win. He's like DJ Khaled. That's all he does. And because all he does is win.
Yo, what?
And because all he does is win, the 49ers would be crazy not to give him a chance, and fans would be crazy not to think Jimmy G is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Do you guys know that Kyle Shanahan, just a year ago, said that Jimmy G can be the best quarterback to play this game? He said it. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive genius. Kyle Shanahan said that about Jimmy G. Do I believe Jimmy G will be that? I don't. But that just goes to show you that Kyle Shanahan recognizes how great Jimmy G can be, and I believe he can be it. I mean, he has a look of a franchise quarterback. He has the arm of a franchise quarterback. He has the accuracy of a franchise quarterback. He has
wait, who are you talking about?
He has Jimmy G. He has the preparation of a franchise quarterback. And if they re-sign Trent Williams, this is their offense still. Jimmy G, Mostert, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Laken Tomlinson, Weston Richburg, and Mike McGlinchey, and Trent Williams. On defense, they're still going to have Nick Bosa, Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead, D. Ford, Fred Warner, Drake Greenlaw, and Jimmy Ward. This team is still really freaking talented. And even if you believe, even if you want to knock Jimmy G and say Kyle Shanahan is genius behind everything, whatever, if you want to say that, my counter argument to that is, okay, then it just goes to show you what Shanahan can do with a competent quarterback, which is why they will bounce back. Not only do I think the 49ers will bounce back, I think they are winning the NFC West, because I'm telling you, Jimmy G has been hearing. He's been listening to this podcast. He's been hearing Jack say that he's not a franchise guy. He's been hearing Jack say he's not that good of a quarterback. He's been hearing everybody in the media disrespect him. And I'm telling you, Jimmy G knows. And Jimmy G is going to ball out next season and have a great year.
Listen, I think you're seriously overstating, my feelings on Jimmy G. I think he's a middle-of-the-pack quarterback. I think he's somewhere around 15 in the league if I had to sit down and rank him. I don't actually have them ranked, but I would have him right around the middle of the pack, like 15. I don't think he's going to lose you games, but I don't think he's going to go out and win you games like you would expect from a top guy in the league. And that's perfectly fine for this offense, the way Kyle Shanahan runs things. And on top of that, it's a world's improvement over Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard. So
C.J. Beathard was actually not that bad.
Just getting...
He wasn't.
Come on. Getting Jimmy Garoppolo back healthy, because he played a little bit last year, but he wasn't healthy when he was out there. So he didn't look good, but it was because he was dealing with, I believe it was a high ankle sprain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't expect
that messes up your footwork.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody who's dealt with a high ankle sprain knows how much that sucks.
I'm dealing with one now. It hurts.
So I just getting Jimmy Garoppolo back is a huge improvement over what they had at quarterback last year. On top of all the other injuries, you listed them. I don't need to go down the list. They are going to improve a lot. And the craziest thing is last season, although they finished at 6-10, I believe, they were still in a bunch of games. Late in the season, they were fighting. They're just a really well-coached team. They have a lot of talent, and even though a lot of it was hurt, they were still competing last year. So getting all that talent back, I think they are one of those teams that we're going to look at to turn around this year. The only question mark is that NFC West division. I could see any of those four teams winning the division.
He's the worst quarterback in that division.
And that's
he's the worst.
That's not
saying
an
he's bad
indictment
though.
on him.
Yeah, it's not saying he's bad.
It's
just
just
I think
because
he's the worst quarterback in the
so
division.
good. I think the 49ers would be favorites in almost any division in football, but it's just the division is so good that I'm not so sure to say they're going to bounce right back and win the division. There's a lot of things that have to go right. You got to get these guys back from injury at full strength. So
worst quarterback in what aspect?
Wait, what? Did you just ask me?
Worst. You said Jimmy G's the worst.
As in, like, he's not bad, but like he's Kyler Murray's better than him, in my opinion. What? A quarterback. Matthew Stafford.
We're talking best looking one. It's Jimmy G. Over everybody in that division.
I'm not answering that.
Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford.
I'm not answering that.
Jimmy G.
I'm not gonna answer that. Somebody said you're off opioid.
Listen, this is the thing. I think Stafford and Jimmy G are close. I don't think it's a gap. I really don't.
You have to stop. No, you really have to stop.
No, I seriously don't.
No, come on, bro.
I seriously don't.
You told me one time Matthew Stafford was a fringe top 10 quarterback in the league. You think Jimmy G is that?
Yeah, yes, wow, I do. No, like I'm really high on Jimmy G.
I'm just making sure you stay consistent with what you're saying.
I'm really high on Jimmy G. And I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to have a breakout year next season. He's going to prove a lot of people
28 wrong. Breakout year?
breakout year. I mean, he's gonna have a great year. He's gonna have a fantastic season. The only thing that concerns me about Jimmy G is if he can stay healthy. But when we're talking about skill, I know he can play.
No, I think we all can agree he's a good quarterback.
No, I seriously think that between him and Stafford has more talent by far. When we're talking about talking about decision making,
okay, we're on the same page.
Matthew Stafford is not a very great decision maker.
I thought you meant like they were on the same talent frame, but now I get what you're saying when you break it down.
So yeah, this is what I think they'll have a bounce back year. You know, I don't know what's your take on it, Jack. I think you think any team in the NFC West can do it.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to have a bounce back year from the 6-10 they had, 6-10 year they had last year. But it's just going to be a bloodbath in that division. I think
division's going to be lit.
If I right now, if I had to rank those teams, I would probably have the Rams winning the division. I would have the 49ers at 2, the Seahawks at 3, and I'd have the Cardinals coming in 4th.
I think the Cardinals are going to win the division.
And that's assuming everybody stays healthy and all that. The 49ers get their guys back at full form. They don't take time to get back to whatever.